Most men think women stop respecting them because they're not confident enough, not dominant enough, or not impressive enough. But what if that is not the real reason at all? What if the real issue is much quieter than that? What if it comes down to the boundaries you keep or the boundaries you keep abandoning? Why is it that some men are constantly challenged, tested, ignored, or taken for granted while other men walk into the same kind of situations and are naturally respected without forcing anything? Have you ever noticed that the calmest man in the room is often the one people hesitate to play with? He is not louder. He is not more aggressive. He is simply more grounded. Stay with me because in this video, I am going to show you 5 stoic boundaries that completely change how women see you. And once these are in place, respect stops being something you chase and starts becoming something you naturally carry. Before we go deeper, subscribe to the Love Blueprint. If you are the kind of man who wants real self-mastery, not fake tricks, this channel is for men who are done begging for attention and ready to build the kind of presence that speaks before they do. Now, here is the truth. Respect is not created by trying harder to be liked. It is not built by overgiving, overproving, or constantly adjusting yourself to make other people comfortable. Real respect comes from self-governance. It comes from the ability to lead yourself. Stoic men understand something most men learn too late. If you do not protect your time, your energy, your values, and your peace, nobody else will do it for you. Boundaries are not punishments. They are not walls made out of anger. They are standards. They are the invisible lines that tell the world, this is how I live. This is what I tolerate. This is what I do not negotiate. And when a woman feels that you will not betray yourself for approval, for comfort, or for temporary validation, her entire perception of you begins to shift. Boundary number 1, you do not over-explain your decisions. One of the fastest ways a man loses respect is not through weakness in some dramatic moment. It often happens in everyday conversations when he feels the need to explain every choice he makes. He says no, but then rushes to justify it. He sets a limit, but then softens it with a long emotional explanation. He makes a decision, but then tries to manage everyone's reaction to it. And what does that communicate? It communicates doubt. It signals that he is not standing on his decision. It tells people he is still looking for permission. Stoic masculinity is different. It is built on inner certainty. You make choices based on your principles, your priorities, and your purpose, not based on how other people might emotionally respond. That does not mean you become cold. It does not mean you become rude. It means you become clear. If you say, I'm not available tonight, that is enough. If you say that doesn't work for me, that is enough. You do not need to decorate your truth with nervous explanations. Women naturally respect men who can speak with calm finality. Brevity signals confidence. Calmness signals control. And when you stop defending every decision, people begin to assume there is strength behind it. That assumption becomes respect. Boundary number 2, you do not tolerate disrespect even in small forms. A lot of men lose respect because they wait for things to become obvious before they respond. But respect is usually gained or lost in the small moments. A sarcastic jab, a dismissive tone, a careless comment, a woman speaking to you in a way she would never speak to a man she truly respects. These moments look small on the surface, but they reveal everything. Stoic masculinity teaches that what you ignore repeatedly becomes what you allow. And what you allow teaches people how to treat you. That does not mean every moment requires a dramatic confrontation. Quite the opposite. A strong man does not explode. He addresses it with calm precision. If someone speaks with disrespect, sometimes all you need is I don't appreciate that tone. That is it. No lecture, no emotional spiral, no attempt to dominate, just clarity. Women respect men who notice disrespect and respond without losing their center, because that kind of response reveals 2 things at once, self-respect and emotional control. But when you laugh off what keeps crossing the line, when you tolerate what clearly bothers you just to keep someone around, you silently announce that your standards can be bent. And the moment your standards feel negotiable, your presence becomes negotiable, too. Boundary number 3, your time is not always available. This one changes everything because time is one of the clearest reflections of self-worth. Men who are always available, always replying instantly, always reshuffling their life around someone else's convenience, often believe they are showing interest. But what they are often showing is lack of structure. And when a man acts as though his life can always be interrupted, it becomes harder for anyone to believe his mission matters. Stoic men understand that time is not just hours on a clock. It is life itself. It is energy. It is purpose. It is attention. So they protect it. That does not mean acting unavailable to play games. It means genuinely having a life that matters to you. If you are busy, you do not panic about replying. If your schedule is full, you do not apologize for having priorities. You simply say, "I'll get back to you later." Or, "I'm tied up tonight." Calm, direct, unbothered.
When
Your time has weight. Your presence has weight. Women notice when a man is not driven by desperation. They notice when his life does not revolve around immediate access to them. That creates respect because it communicates that you are leading your life instead of abandoning it. The right people will respect that. The wrong people will resist it. And that alone tells you a lot. If you are getting value from this, subscribe to the Love Blueprint right now because most men do not need more pickup lines. They need stronger inner standards, and that is exactly what we build here. Boundary number 4. You do not chase emotional chaos. This is where many men quietly lose their power. They mistake emotional turbulence for connection. They think intensity means passion. So when a woman becomes reactive, distant, frustrated, or unpredictable, they start chasing, they overanalyze, they try to fix every mood shift, they try to calm every storm. But the more they do that, the more unstable they appear.
Stoic
Masculinity is not emotionally dead. It is emotionally anchored. A grounded man does not get pulled into every emotional wave around him. He observes. He listens. He responds with steadiness. If a woman becomes upset over something minor or brings a wave of chaos into the moment, he does not instantly lose his frame, trying to rescue the atmosphere. He might simply say, "I can see this matters to you. Let's talk when we're both calm." That response is powerful because it refuses the drama without dismissing the person. No chasing, no begging, no emotional overcorrection, just presence. Women notice this far more than men think. A man who stays calm in emotional noise signals safety, strength, and maturity. He shows that his mood is not controlled by external volatility. And that kind of stability is rare. Chasing emotional chaos lowers respect because it tells the other person they can pull you out of yourself whenever they want. Remaining grounded tells them they cannot, and that difference changes the dynamic
completely.
Boundary number 5. You do not compromise your values for attraction. This is the deepest boundary of all because it sits at the center of a man's identity. Many men lose respect before they ever realize it because they start reshaping themselves the moment they want someone's approval. They hide what they really think. They soften their beliefs. They fake interest. They tolerate things that go against their spirit. They become more agreeable, more available, more flexible than they truly
are.
All for the chance of being liked. But the truth is, people can feel when a man is disconnected from himself. Women can feel when a man is performing instead of standing in who he is. Stoic men understand that attraction without authenticity is a weak foundation. Real respect is built when your values stay intact under pressure. That does not mean being rigid or arrogant. It means being anchored. If honesty matters to you, you live honestly. If peace matters to you, you do not entertain drama just to fit in. If discipline matters to you, you do not abandon your standards for temporary pleasure. And when someone disagrees with you, challenges you, or does not like the fact that you have principles, you do not collapse into people-pleasing. You stay calm, you stay consistent, you stay true. Women naturally respect men who know what they stand for because it creates certainty. It creates emotional safety. It creates the feeling that this man is not going to become someone else depending on the room he is in. Compromising your values may win short-term approval, but standing on them earns something much more powerful. Genuine admiration, and genuine admiration is always worth more. So, If women have not been respecting you the way you know they should, do not start by asking how to become louder, harder, or more dominant. Start by asking where you have been abandoning your own boundaries. Because the man who protects his time, honors his decisions, refuses disrespect, stays calm in chaos, and lives by his principles does not need to demand respect. He carries it quietly, naturally, consistently. If this message hit home, share this video with another man who needs it. And subscribe to the Love Blueprint for more content on masculine discipline, emotional mastery, and the kind of inner strength women feel before they can even explain it. Start practicing these boundaries today, not perfectly, but consistently. Because in the end, respect is not something you ask for. It is something you become. Before you leave, a quick note from the Love Blueprint. Some parts of this content may be enhanced using advanced AI tools for research and production, but every insight, principle, and message is intentionally crafted to help you understand attraction, relationships, and emotional dynamics at a deeper level. This channel is for educational purposes only, not professional advice. If you're serious about mastering love the right way, subscribe and keep building your blueprint.